Welcome, creatures, critters, cryptids, etc. Hello to Moist Monday. Hello to Midas, Dimension As. I saw the Players Club redeem stick an item to Shelltooth, but I haven't received any item to stick. So if you're still here, let me know what I'm sticking. Yes. More PowerWash Simulator. You want a palm bomb again? Alright. We can make that happen. That was this guy, I believe. The creature is a funny creature. But yes, welcome. We're continuing our career of clean private jets. Ugh. 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 Perfect timing. As you can see, I've encountered a few issues with my private jets. That's what comes from flying too close to the sun. Or in this case, a volcano and the ocean. Where is this volcano? Where is this volcano? I want to know. Where is it hiding? There's no mountains around this place. After your application discretion was my excavation drill, I know you're exactly who I want as the job. You'll discover my jet is not without its idiosyncrasies. I trust you to be your usual discreet self in return for an excellent rate. Tronbon. Yeah. Self-situated. I am sitting awkwardly. I started out shrimping. I have to unshrimp. The immediate unshrimpening. Hey, Coilsoft, how you doing? I'll have to be reminded to re-upload my avatar at some point, so I stop having this scrumbly face. The Players Club requested an item as soon as the stream started, so here we are. How'd your landing gear get dirty? Do you fly with your landing gear down? Because you shouldn't. I wouldn't recommend it. Fuck is this? A radar dish? What is this? A ray gun? A laser? Why do you have a laser? Excuse me? Does no one have any concerns about Laser Man here? I'm thinking of changing the stick and item to my Shelltooth to be to come back every hour and just be stick something to me. In fact, I might do that right now. I'm going to do that right now. I have the power. How do I get to my, here we go. Power-ups and channel points. Pick item to Yinglet. We'll have it be bit of redemption cooldown, but 1 hour, but once per user. Those same user can't keep doing it. How about that? go. So enjoy. You can stick item to Yinglet once more in an hour. Is there a staircase around here? Is there a staircase around here somewhere? Is there a ladder around here somewhere? There it is. I would take a staircase over a ladder. Alright, let's get this, laser wire. I like... Or just... warning laser. Yeah. I have concerns. I have concerns that I have a feeling won't be, massaged. Massage my concerns. Oh, is this a VTOL? What is this? Anti-gravity booster. All right, we're going on the wacky dimension now, huh? Anti-gravity booster, get out of here. Fucking interdictor over here. Funny orbs on the bottom. How do you think Eggman keeps all his shit shiny? He hires the best in power washers. Only you can keep Eggman Land clean. Static Wick. The worst brother of John Wick. Vortex generator. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder about this guy. Well, if he's a superhero, or maybe he's a prisoner. Gonna be attacked by a weather balloon. Imagine you're keen to learn some of the specifications of the jet. As it's you, I'll divulge. Yeah. Rolling pipes. What a strange game. This guy owns a super volcanoes that erupted as he's a super villain of volcanoes. Hydraulic pipes are dirty, but I can't like get a good angle into the angle to cleanse them. Where are you? There we go. Vortex generator. Some mount? Yes. Fuel tank mount. Fuel tank so tiny. Smallest fuel tank you ever did see. Time for more vortex. Vortices. Multiple vortexes of vortice. Like a vertice. Don't let vortices distract you. I just mean distracted by a vortice. Speaking, I don't know why, but that made me think of Vortigons. Is there anyone here that finds Vortigons hot? Normal conversational questions. I don't think I would say I do. They're interesting looking, but I don't think I'd find them hot. What do you think, chat? Smash or pass? The Vortigons. Got one pass. Wings are a little bit ornery on the cleaning front. extender would help. Yeah. Maybe. The flaps are just kind of awkward. Awkward in between locations. I've been playing Animal Crossing City Folk recently for the retro achievements we roll out. And it reminds me of just like how I didn't ever get to do the turnip stuff when I had like the original Animal Crossings. Because like who was ever available to be on their like console on the morning on a Sunday? Like that's such a ridiculous notion to me. I don't understand how anyone ever did it without time traveling. Can I clean this shit? But I clean the underside here. I don't know, maybe I was the only one that had that problem. But I was never available on a Sunday morning. So I never got to... I didn't actually take part in the whole turnip shit until New Horizons. Like, that was my first time getting to do it, even though I'd played almost every Animal Crossing up to that point. This shit looks superficially like any other, it's far from it. Fuselage is made from a graphene matrix that's lighter than air but stronger than steel. Made from magic. Not only can it reach speeds over 888 miles per hour, but it is also technically the world's largest pencil. Pencil. What? Why did you go over here? Whatever. He has no more pencils in reserve. Pencil. Dallas Salad. Crackheads and debutante. It just takes a trigger word and I started just reciting YouTube poops. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. This thing I'm bouncing it. What are you? Little weird fin. Wiring. Cool antenna. What is this wiring? How? Okay, there we go. It's like, how are you still dirty wiring? What more do you need from me? Need to find a new map for the Saturday meetup. Because I've just been using the same very optimized map, but some creatures are getting bored of it, it seems. Which, like, I'm the type that, like, I'm good to just be in the same map in perpetuity. Like, I'm good with that. I don't like constantly switching maps and stuff like that. So I don't think about it unless someone brings it up. So it's just like, oh, I'm bored of this map. And it's like, oh, is that a thing that happens? Phil Z plane is funny to you. You're, they can't really get dirty per se, but like, your, ships in Elite Dangerous can get like scrapes all over the windshield and stuff. Like it'll actually make a pretty, wild viewpoint. If you look at the, stream where I was returning from Colonia, if you look at Zaphod, my Mandalay windshield got pretty messed up by the end of it. It had like scrapes and cracks all over it. Hey there, Furry, if you can surely find your way over to the mansion as soon as humanly possible, I'd sure appreciate it. That mansion I wasn't allowed to go into before? Lasers are going to situate under the fuselage, which uses a state-of-the-art crystalline compound to create energy feedback loops that instantly plasmatizes the air. Plasmatized. Consequently, its beam reaches upwards to 3 million degrees Fahrenheit on a hot day. Huh? Is that good, is it? Is that desirable temperatures? I mean, I imagine planes get dirty to some extent, usually, right? Like, I assume they get, like, hosed off every once in a while or something. Probably not to, you know, this extent, but... Looks like this thing's been like a war zone, gee. Turbo jet engine. I love when my plane has twin turbo engines. Sliders and a pencil. Sliders in air, but somehow stays on the ground. Don't ask. My lighter's an air pencil plane. Ever think about how fuselages don't have fuel always? Like the fuel's somewhere else. Why is it called a fuselage? I feel like I've made this joke before. What's the deal with airplanes? Their names make no sense! You oven hot the food and about eat the food. Whatever the fuck that one goes. I mean, come on! I wonder if, that kind of meme of Seinfeld will ever die. Like, he's gotta go eventually, but like, will people still be making fun of like the way he told jokes in like 40 years? I guess a real question is will newer generations still be watching the sitcom? Will it still, like, it stays relevant to an extent because of how it lacked any substance of, like, specific plot, but at the same time, like, the technology of it, hey, the technology is going to become so, separated from, like, everybody who be watching it at that point. Like, already, like, you know, newer people who are born will see episodes where, like, they're talking about trying to find a phone, and it's just like, what do you mean you're trying to find a phone? You actually go to the pharmacy to get your medicine? Amazon doesn't just deliver it to you? Yeah, Amazon has a pharmacy now. I wouldn't use it personally, but they do have one. They have, like, doctors, too. Like, you can just do all your healthcare through Amazon now. It's like one of the perks of Amazon Prime, even, I think. Is they want you to switch all your healthcare over to them, which sounds like a terrible idea. Because, like, who's making some money from the medicine being sold by the doctors they're having see you, right? Like, it's all self-contained. Yeah, I remember I used to get emails telling me to switch my health insurance over to Amazon Prime Health Insurance or some bullshit, and I'm just like, what? I'm good. They don't bother me about a whole lot anymore now that I haven't had Amazon Prime in a long time. I'm no longer on their list of marks. What is this? Turbo Jet Engine. Like you to be clean. Become clean. There we go. Alright. The side of the body is clean. I think. Wait, I mean, just, you know, monopolies aren't illegal. Well, I mean, or at least it's not enforced for them to be illegal. They can just do whatever. It's going that fast through the air generates a lot of heat. Like, there's no... I don't know, it's just... It seems like a company shouldn't be allowed to, like, do all the steps. Maybe I just don't understand how those laws work. On this land, it's possible to cook a beef bourguignon on its wings in less than 3 minutes. It seems to me like a single company shouldn't be able to do all the steps of your health journey. Wiring, clean, become clean wiring, become clean, yes. I'm pleased by the clean wiring. First times they turn on their engine, it just sputters out like 20 gallons of water. Yeah, well, because they bought Whole Foods. So that became like... They bought Whole Foods, and then of course there's also just you can order groceries from their website too. Kroger does the same stuff. Kroger just has like online grocery delivery, even though there's no Kroger in my area. Like you can just get groceries delivered anyway. And of course Publix also delivers, but they just use like Uber Eats or some shit to do it. Which, I mean, like, the concept of being able to have it all delivered to you is good. Like, don't get me wrong there. I just take issue with the one company doing all of it, doing the prescribing and filling the prescription. Because, like, they can just... There's no separations. They can just pressure their own doctors to, like, sell more medications so that they can deliver you more medications, and who's going to stop them? You know, just, you know, there's incentives there to misbehave more than they already do. Like they already misbehave, but additional misbehavior. Well, Whole Foods was an actual grocery store also. Like I said, they bought Whole Foods, and then Whole Foods kind of, from what I'm told, went to shit. I don't remember if there was ever a Whole Foods around here. We had, like, Albertsons, which got bought by Publix, so... And then Cash and Carry / Sweet Bay went away. So now all we have is, like, Publix everywhere and, like, 2 Winn-Dixie. Or you can do Target or Walmart. Which, also isn't an ideal option, in my opinion. Tail scoop. I don't even know what I cleaned. Opens that tail. Tail scoop is when Midas fixed me up with his tail. Not get able to get, come on, just a little bit more. Is that okay? Yeah, because Amazon was the ones that, if you remember hearing about, they wanted to have like a grocery store where there were no cash registers. You just like walked in and walked out with all your stuff, and it just like knew what you bought and automatically charged your account. I didn't hear much about that after... I didn't hear much about that after, like a little bit. I don't know if it ever actually happened or not. Or if it was just one of those, like, pipe dreams in Bezos' head. It's weird seeing an old picture of Bezos where he had hair. Like, it just because I've only ever seen him bald. Like, it'd be like seeing Lex Luthor with hair. Like, it's just wrong. Don't do it. Don't give Lex Luthor hair. Pipe dream. Elevator. Okay. Missing. Ailerons. What the fuck is an aileron? Oh god, where would I even find one? Is it? Oh, there's something angry up here. What the fuck is an aileron? Ah. Is that not a flap? Heels. Lodge sensor. Can I use one? Please become clean. There we go. There is a wiring. One of many wiring. One could it be? How many wirings to choose from? A wing wire. Oh, like that self-driving car company where it's actually like someone remotely driving it around? Which is so stupid. I don't get the point. I don't see anything glowing. Yeah, it's always fucking just made up bullshit. I don't understand the point because I just don't have the right kind of brain for it. My workplace like forcibly installed a 365 Copilot onto my computer and I'm very annoyed by it. Where the fuck is this fuselage wiring? I don't see anything glowing anywhere. Laser wire. Wing wire. Like a wire I just don't know about somewhere? Is that I just incidentally mostly cleaned? Yeah, here it is. It's the same color as the rest of the plane. I didn't even know it was here. PowerWash and Airplane Dragon. Another exemplary example of power washing. I admit I was skeptical of your prospects of clean stains created at such high temperatures. Once again, you exceed my expectations, so I'm exceeding yours. Feel free to use this hanger for any larger odd jobs that you may pick up in the future. Cleans a frolic boat. Verify, are you as mesmerized by the principle of Archimedes as I am? There's barely a day goes by when I don't undertake some kind of minor water displacement experiment. Okay, I'm seeing what happens when I pack up all my worldly goods onto my frolic boat and take it for a trip downriver someplace. Granted, you have full access to my property to assist the clean, which will be rescinded following the removal of the final fleck. I'd appreciate if we kept this between ourselves. I don't want anyone to get the ridiculous ideas that I'm skipping town. Ridiculous idea. Who would ever think such a thing as that? Not I. No, no. I'm gonna buy all the random shit. I guess. Oh, it's even like wider. Interesting. Hey, it's Harper. What on earth's going on in Muckingham? Magnificus. I don't know what's going on in Muckingham. That's the name of this town, Muckingham. For a piece in Real News Now, the town was no cats. No, the mayor's got a cat. Fine, we know about it. Is there really not a single cat left? Oh, no. It's fucked up then, actually. How do you get a dirt soap? A dirt soap boaty? Yeah, how do you get a dirt soap boaty? How does this dirt get so boaty? Just got boat all over this dirt. I bet there's a like an opposite of like wash simulator where it's just like a make everything dirtier simulator. There's gotta be, right? Tiny. Make me disgusting. Ew. Side dirty? I bet it is, but I can't really get an angle on it. There we go. Also read into Daily Opinions that the mayor's water pipeline is just the tip of the iceberg. Hey Gaussdactyl, how you doing? Welcome to Moist Monday. What he's doing with all that water is that's the dodgy bit. I love me some corrupt. Everybody's so corrupt. Doesn't this game have like limited soap or something, so no one ever uses soap, but they made that different in the second game? I remember hearing that. Like you have time to like buy soap refills, but in the second game it's just an upgrade. Oh, is that a cat? Cat was a little tricorn hat. Very good. I like the tricorn cat. This pleases me. This pleases the Yinglet. Right. Where's my lap? Doity, so doity. Why are you still so dirty, figurehead? Can't be there's that much. Oh, it's the eyes. See where it's dirty, it's just like can't get that angle. It does not want to clean there. There we go. I had to like finagle it. Gun whale. I get to learn parts of boats. Hold on. Can I see inside the car? No, I don't get to see what side the steering wheel's on. I've been wondering about that. Fucked up. It remains a mystery for everyone. Remember that he's funneling the water to some billionaire guy riding an illicit mining rig. What, from his tap? I don't know if you get enough flow from a tap water. Can't be true, can it? And is it related to the missing cats? I feel like you need a bit more going on there. Ooh, frame rate, hello. Where have you gone? Hello, frame rate, my old friend. I should try and see if I can beat Lightning Force again sometime. Without, you know, infinite lives, which is the only way I've ever done it. I'm so bad at shmups. I'm bad at side-scrolling shmups specifically. I'm okay at the top-down shmups. Like, I've beaten Ikaruga before. I don't remember if I've beaten Crimson Clover. I've probably beaten it also, but yeah, I've beaten those before. But those are both top-down, like, vertical shmups rather than horizontal shmups. These cores are so cramped. This is like a case where I'd want to have as a fucking... scaffolding. Give me some breathing room. Yeah, and the only one I've really ever played, like, I mean, I've played a little bit of, like, what's the NES one? It's not Galaxian? Or is it Galaga? It's one of those two. I always get them mixed up. But that's like the game where like if you die ever, you might as well just start over because it's just you can't recover. Gradius. Okay, Gradius is the one. I knew it was a G. There's so many fucking G names. Hello, Dolph. How you doing? They all are G's. Okay, that one's rough. So like Lightning Force, Thunder Force 4 if you're in anywhere else besides the US, like that one's the one I played the most because I had it as a kid, so, you know, I played it constantly. I always used an option, if you set your lives to 0 in the settings, it gives you 99 lives, which is how I always played it. Too bad it's owned by a rich guy. A corrupt rich guy. As all things are. Yes. The worst thing is that it only starts happening once I finally split town. Can't believe you were the glue holding the town together. Also, it's like, hey, Quentin and Grumbles, the Desert Dig, what I'm working on is amazing, you should come visit. Time to PowerWash Egyptian monuments. That'll definitely treat them well. We found some relics from ages past. Please PowerWash them for us. They're definitely not brittle. Nothing will go wrong. These Gods of Caspian last night? Nice. I have finally made a build for it. That's why the last exploration stream was still using the Mandalay, because I was like, oh, I should probably make a build for this the Caspian. And I was like, oh, it's going to take me more than like an hour to engineer this, because I have to get parts. So I didn't. Because of course I was doing it last second. On Friday. I just generally don't use larger ships. Like, they're just kind of anathema to me. Especially since it's, like, harder to find a good spot to land with it. But the good news is you can approach planets faster. Now you might have noticed that like all of my combat ships are small. Like I use a Vulture and now the Kestrel for my combat ships. Like the I have a couple, like my main moving ship as a courier. Or like just doing shit. I did recently transfer everything from a Crate Phantom over to a Corsair for purposes of just like collecting materials. Because it uses all the same size stuff, so I was able to just besides the hole, I was able to move the entire thing just over. It's just a shift. And just add a vehicle bay to it. Very convenient. But yeah, even mediums, like when I'm in a medium, it's still like, man, this is so sluggish. That's funny. I just named the Corsair I made. Well, its name is Clamgazer, but its call sign is just Lopin. It's funny. Oh man. Oh, I missed. I think my Panther Clipper was called like Station Vor or something stupid. All my transport ships are like Object Vor and Station Vor and Planet Vor and shit like that. What? Yeah, Poke's the big one. You understand our culture now, good. Pole does not want to clean, which is weird because I thought the pole was already clean. Then it turns out there's more. But wait, there's more. Call down, we'll throw in a second pole free. Just add shipping and handling. As we are firing, you may find a few people asking questions over the coming days, months, and years. Tell them you don't know where I went, only say I went by car. Guys, this wheel does not want to clean either. Why are you dirty? Okay, what is up with the steering wheel? Got like a weird back shots over here. There we go. Okay. Alas. You know, there's so many strange slang words for, like, everyday objects. Or everyday objects that become slang words for other things. The first thing that came to mind was knockers, just because of doors. Like, how did that become slang for, like, breasts? How does that work, you know? What is the origin of that? I'm sure it might be recorded, but a lot of slang words, like, the origins are kind of unknown. Like, the origins of them, rather. Because, you know, it's just, people just start saying it, and it's just like, why are you saying this now? Where does this come from? When did having a gay old time stop from being what it is in the Flintstones to being what it is in my everyday life? Shit like that, you know? to get up a few. Canopy's like kind of a weird material, like tarp. Something, I don't know. I think it's this canopy trim to finish off. How are you not clean? There we go, finally. I feel like this would feel weird to walk on. Also not sure how well it would handle you walking on it. I don't know how strong, like, harps are. Hey, thank you so much for 16 years of sub, Delphi. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome to Moist Monday. Who cleans this jerk's boat? What have I not cleaned? I miss cabin walls. What do you mean? Oh. Thought I had been very thorough here, but apparently I had not. Window frame. Gosh, could be any of these ones. Something to pick from. Ah, this one's disgusting still somehow. Moist. Moist is just like a funny word. It's a funny word that also like has an upsetting connotation. Gold trims of what? That one's clean. I thought the other one was clean too. Is there a secret Zerd gold trim? Other gold trims are there. Uh-huh. Jessica cleans the town's monster truck. Some prize donuts have poured concrete all over it. Moist. Some prize donuts. As her top job, Dirt Finder, much obliged. Hopefully there's still enough water left in the river to ride it just out of town. I nearly forgot. Should that cursed ungrateful cat show its face at any point, it's yours. I'll wash my hands of the thing. Remember what my mom and grandma before her said. If you can't say anything nice about the mayor, don't say anything at all. Uh-huh. Cleans a monster truck. So search for Ulysses the cat's finally been called off, so not before we chase every wild goose out there. Even old Freda in the lighthouse claimed she saw him in the distance speeding across the rocks faster than any animal she'd ever seen, so when I pressed her and asked if he had wheels, she looked down at her feet and nodded. What? Anyway, we were driving back to base when a group of miners, furious at not being paid by the mayor, blocks the road and symbolically poured a load of concrete over the monster truck. How's that solves their problems is anyone's guess, but sure gives you one heck of a job to do. Vehicular cleaning. Oh, it's got like a cat on it. Okay. Any chance you can clean the town's monster truck? Oh, you want to hear some of those crazy theories about some missing cats that we heard out on the streets? Jowls. I don't know if I like the idea of a cat having jowls. Jowls is just like a weird word. Muckingham. Blue meow. I like how there's strings in the ground. It does. Muckingham burgers. Pasties. Urban X Pulverizers. Vo Jefferson. Zrust Industries. It does look very low poly. It's strange. Strange cat. Focusing cliche organization sacrificing the cats as a volcano to prevent imminent disruption, eruption. Disruption of eruption. Hey Cat Clan, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome to Moist Monday. Europe's had its time changed now, right? No one has any excuses anymore. I feel like the time changes keeps drifting further and further apart between, like, the Americas and Europe. Very strange. Just a vibing. The way to be. Oh wait, it got cement dumped all over it? How am I able to just spray off hardened cement? It's so easy. This tire is impossible. Wants this tire clean. Why is it stepping on it? Doing some weird inside spots I can't reach. No, you're still dirty. What is wrong with you? Can't stop it. It's illegal to be dirty. What's this number plate? It's practically a two-dimensional object. How are you still dirty? Stop it. Oh, that reminds me, I need to renew my driver's license. I went to try and do it yesterday, and the website, like, wouldn't give me the password reset, but claimed I already had an account. And then when I, like, guessed a few passwords and failed, then it suddenly emailed the correct email and was like, oh yeah, we can't reset your password because you failed your login too many times. Wait 15 minutes. It's like, why didn't you send me the password resets then? Like when I asked originally. What are you doing? Don't make me walk into a fucking DMV. Everyone's favorite pastime. Pulverizers. Has the same stickers over here too. The vegan community expects that there is a secret ingredient of muck and hamburger, but that's been a statement from Ella herself denying it, telling them to stick to their celery where the sun don't shine. And it's kind of like, it's not like it's that hard to get meat. Like, there's no reason for someone to secretly make meat out of something else. The claims that our burger's unique flavors due to extraordinarily high salt content. Because that's something I can believe. Like, you'd have to, like, kidnap a hell of a lot of cats to make, like, a business out of cat meat on the down low, you know? Like, that's such a task. That's a Herculean task. Ones there's just readily available, like, mass-produced meats already out there. Alright, this stuff didn't thing yet. Can you handle it? Can you handle? I have to use this at least once every time. Wah! 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 Can you handle it? It's the first one to figure stuff out. Like, it's just wild. Like, who figured out it's the first time to make tires out of, like, rubber? Because there was the first persons that made tires out of rubber. Like, you know, they were made of, you know, wood and shit before that. Even I think on some of the older cars. And then someone was like, hey, what about this bullshit? What if we just, like, fuck around with some, like, oil and make rubber? And then make that as a tire. Is this like the cat's fucking personal chariot? This monster truck? I like how it's cat body, not like truck body, it's cat body. Is the number is a PowerWash, or any chance we can get you back down to Carnival? Our Ferris wheel is getting super spicy. Spicy Ferris wheel. Oh, mamma mia. Everyone at Roddy's Biker Shack thinks all cats are aliens, that they've been on some kind of recon mission to Urs, that they finally got all their intel and have gone home to report. Apparently we should expect an invasion of extraterrestrial super cats in a couple of months. Oh. All the stuff just got cleaned. by accident. What do you think, chat? Would you like to get invaded by a bunch of, isn't that just Aura Rails or whatever they're called from Voices of the Void? Super alien cats that love shrimp. I love shrimp. Arbor Rails. They want my shrimp, I want my shrimp. Ad break time, everyone take a stretch break, get some water, I'll see you in a moment. Wow. I panicked so much during freaking Crash Bandicoot. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Tire Cleaning Simulator 2.0. Rear tags, who's ever heard of such a thing? I mean, I guess most cars have rear tags. I was thinking front tags. Cat tail. My own Ziri. Jump in, try. What do you mean tries the Spyro games? I've mastered the first three, the first three and the PS. Do you mean like the later ones? Let's go wherever dinner's best. Someone somewhere probably out in the sticks with some real nice tuna steaks, and they're all holding up there for a while. Yeah, I've played like they'll be home soon enough. I mean, I grew up with the original Spyro trilogy, and I think I mastered all three of them on retro teams too. And I also played the reignited versions on stream at one point. I have not played Spyro Orange. Is that the Game Boy Advance one? I played one of the Game Boy Advance ones, so it wasn't the Crash Bandicoot one. So it was the, there's like Age of Fire and Age of Ice or something like that. I don't remember what they were called, but I had one of those when I was a kid. But I didn't have the, like, Crash Bandicoot crossover one. Yeah, Season of Ice and Flame. Yes, that's it. I had one of those. I don't remember which one I had. I didn't like it very much because it's really hard to do platforming when you're on, like, a weird isometric view. Kind of hard to tell what anything is height-wise in that game. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember if I beat it or not when I was a kid. I've never been a huge fan of handheld games. Like, I would have beaten the Zelda handhelds and some number of Pokemon. But that was it. Because, like, they were for car rides, pretty much. Except for Mario Kart DS, which was for the toilet, but otherwise they were for car rides, and once we got to the point where we stopped being able to, like, afford to go on long trips, I stopped playing handheld games. You know, Flame Iron Out to Kingston's pretty solid. Yeah, I might check some out. They're on the list to eventually check out. Pack is a Rhinox, okay. A lot of mobile Spyros, huh? Who knew? This tire would be clean. Yeah, I've noticed that. I've looked at your profile. Yeah, I just have the original trilogy batched. I haven't... Because I remember playing the later ones, like the PS2 Spyros, when I was a kid, and, like, find them very disappointing. I don't really see a reason to revisit them. How do I... Awkward spot. Yeah, I think you've mentioned that before. I think it's on my list, probably. Is this tire specifically really awful thing? I see. Get to 100% every world. Is it particularly annoying / hard to 100% every world? Get every box. Oh, okay. I mean, I 100%ed the original Crash Bandicoot. I even did the retro achievements parts, which was not required for the game itself, which was to get every box and every level without dying. Because I'm a fool. I got pretty far in Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3, but I kind of just didn't like them as much, so I didn't stick with them as much. Oh, is there all minigames too? Ugh. Yeah, I'm not really into minigame collections. I've never played a WarioWare. Maybe I'd like a WarioWare, but like that's like the only minigame collections that ever sounds even mildly appealing to me would be a WarioWare, possibly. These fucking tires still dirty? Stop being dirty. I command you to stop being dirty. Possible ass tires. Yeah, I mean, Spyro 1 100% completion is not too bad. And whenever I have streams, I've knocked that out in like a couple of hours. Remember I played I think the Japanese version of Spyro 1 took me like maybe slightly longer just because you run slower. And that one you like run way slower for some reason. Weird. Where are you? This tire, man. Okay, there we go. What about you? Yeah, exactly. But, yeah, because you run at, like, half speed in that game. Like, it's kind of absurd how slowly you move. Because the camera also just rotates really slowly. Like, that's an example of, like, the opposite effects that ZUS got, where, well, except for it's a whole rental part, but, like, this guy's a rental part, whereas they made games, some of the games easier in ZUS. That was, like, the opposite effect, whereas they made Spyro 1, like, way slower and, in quotes, easier in Japan, because they thought it was, like, too frenetic and would, like, make everyone dizzy and sick. That one's clean. Oh. Leggy is not clean. Where are you, dirty leggy? There you are. Legceptional. That head is dirty. But where? Axel. Ew. Wow. Been so long digging around with those tires trying to get them clean. Truck looks magnificent. Great job, Doc. Just in the nick of time. We've just had a fresh sign from Dredge Deep. Yeah, I still like the original Spyro, like, specifically, the most. I like it because there's no upgrades to get. It's just, here's some levels with some platforming challenges, have at it. Just blow on through, have a good time. You don't gotta unlock nothing, you don't gotta backtrack, you just do it. Let me introduce Transmasters, the world's first techno Ferris wheel. We're going to be powering it with our epic 10,000 watt generators that we had in the garage from the old rave days. And we'll sync it up to change tempo with every banging tune. It's going to be mega. Mega Man, we have to stop Dr. Transmaster. When the break beats kick in, it'll go absolutely bananas. Got the old generator hooked up currently, so feel free to turn it on if you need a bit of rotation action. We'll hook up the rave generator once you're done. Bring it! Yeah, I'll have to check some out for sure. Oh, it's a entry map's dirty too. How did you pull that off? Man, I'm really sorry trying to sort out some heavy motivational tunes for you, but this rave generator is playing up. Can I do this? Can I do as a big wide boy? Kinda. I've never played the Legend of Spyro games. I want to check some out. Just out of curiosity, if nothing else. I'm not sure, because right now I'm a little bit focused on the Wii stuff. I'm gonna try to get through Mario Wii, new Wii boy, new Wii man, Wii.0. I want to at least get like the basic bitch badge of it, but for the Wii rollout. I only know who Cinder is because I've seen like a million pieces of porn of her. Oh, what is happening here? Okay, Firefox like turned white for a second. Everything's still good on the stream side? Are we still connected? I assume Twitch had like a glitch for a second. Alright, we're still here. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. That was odd. I wonder if it did what Chrome was doing to me, where like the graphics driver crashed, but it didn't take out my entire computer like Chrome would. Chrome had no respect for me. Why? I switched away from it. Transmaster. Very small hiccup. It didn't say it dropped any frames. I don't know if anything happened on the recording either. I mean, I assume the recording's still fine. OBS preview's still fine, so guess we'll find out. Still just, I can't believe fucking, like, I don't know why I'm thinking about Dragon Quest VII again, and its fucking secret ending. Like, just solve my puzzle to get the post-game asshole. Transmaster. Who is the Transmaster? What credentials do you need to be a Transmaster? Child of darkness. Darkness! Child of anything just makes me think of how I always calls a cat child of sadness. Is there not like a stepping? Oh, wow. Okay, you're way over here. because the cat's always has such anguish. So he's really silly. So like, he has multiple water bowls, and the reason for this is because he has like so he will literally drink from his main water bowl, which is his fancy water bowl with like a water fountain going on and like a waterfall and all this shit. And he has his fancy water bowl, and he'll slurp from it for like 2 minutes straight. Then he'll wander into one of the bathrooms where we have another water bowl for him because he demands it. And he will scream sadly because that water bowl is not fresh. And it's like, bitch, you've just literally been drinking water for 2 minutes. Like, how do you need more water? And then you refill that water bowl and he happily starts drinking more water. And it's like, holy shit, dude. Like, it's like, what are you doing? Like, he's got his water and then his post-water water. Yeah, I guess he takes after me. Since I drink shit tons of water, too. I've actually been actively trying to drink less water. Because I drink so much water that I have, like, a full bladder every hour. And it's kind of annoying. So I've been, like, actively trying to find ways to drink less water. That's also part of why I take a break every time an ad break happens. Is because I kinda have to. Because I drink so much fucking water. Which is why there's no drink water redeem, because I don't need help. I don't know what that means. Hyponatremia? But yeah, just I feel thirsty a lot. But also, like, so I just drink water because I feel thirsty. I've always been that way. Like, this is not like a new behavior. This has been my life forever. Oh, I don't think so. Like, I've never had, like, a blood test come back saying that I had problems with, like, anything. Assuming blood tests, like, pick up on that. Like, I don't think I'm overdosing on water. I just have always been extremely thirsty all the time for my whole life. Because I assume, like, being low on electrolytes has some kind of side effect, right? Like, I don't have any, like... Hey, Jinpu, welcome. How was, how did the rest of, Harvest Moon treat you? We're talking about all the water I drink. But yeah, I've never had, like, any adverse effects from how much water I drink. I just want to drink less water for convenience purposes. Oh yeah. Season complete. You'll have to see a season be complete. How's it feel to harvest a whole mint? Was the moon made of cheese? Sometimes I dream of cheese. An absolute perler of a track from Asterix Wingswitz. I can't wait to hit you. My main problem was, you're going to float away into the cosmos, and here's this just a sec. I know I'm going to float away. My main problem was, those life sim games is the whole, like, the day cycle, honestly. Like, it's just, the day finishes and I'm not done. And I don't, like, I already have to deal with the stress of time management in real life. I don't want to deal with that in a video game. That's also why I tend to not like hunger and thirst mechanics in a lot of games. Yeah, Stardew. I had to play it with I played it with Scruffins and later with Bridget, like, because it's the only way that game is manageable for me was if, like, the tasks were divided, because otherwise there's not enough time to do them all. It's like, you're supposed to farm, but if you farm, you can't do anything else, and if you do anything else, you can't farm. I wonder if the soccer ball's been in every map, too, and I just haven't paid attention. I know some gnomes been in a lot of them. Infinite Daylight. I don't know if I'd want to play a life sim where Midas is from. Because he lives somewhere that had, like, the Infinite Daylight during the summer and Infinite Twilight during the winter. Generates are clean. How to clean a wire. The wire is dirty, but nothing else is. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's from the, like, northern tip of Norway. On the Arctic Ocean. He seems to be getting used to the lack of seasons in Florida. It's honestly one of the colder winters we've had in a long time. Like, we had multiple weeks, not consecutively, where it was cold. It was wild. When I say cold, I mean, like, in the, like, high 30s, low 40s Fahrenheit, which is pretty low for here. I didn't have to, my power bill was so cheap, because I did not run the heat, usually. I did not have to run the AC. It was great. Usually the AC is like a almost year-round thing. Yeah, well, I mean, so you get hurricane season and rainy season are the same season. Because it starts raining like daily, usually around May, end of May, and just doesn't stop until like August probably. And then I guess hurricane season technically goes until like November, which is ridiculous, by the way. It stops doing the daily raining by the time like September, October hits. Yeah, we get tornadoes too, by the way. We get the best of everything. We get tornadoes. Like, when I lived in an apartment, like, across town before I moved where I am now, so, like, six-ish years ago. And, like, a neighborhood, like, literally 2 blocks away got destroyed by a tornado. Like, I'm not safe from anything. There's no good times to be had. Yeah, it is flatlands, that's true. The center of Florida actually is pretty nicely hilly. I remember I went to a friend's wedding, and it was in the center of the state. And, like, there was actually, like, rolling hills and shit, and I was like, holy crap. Like, I had no idea this existed here. Yeah, because we're on limestone, we don't get earthquakes. The problem with hurricanes for me is that, like, I don't really get let go by the company to escape from the hurricane. Not that I would want to try and fight with everyone escaping anyway, but, like, they'll deal with it if you literally have no power and can't work, but otherwise, like, I'm, like, if there's a hurricane roaring outside, I'm supposed to be logged in at work. You know? Past Orlando going east is flat. I mean, it's pretty flat, like, cause I've been, like, around Gainesville, too, and, like, besides sinkholes, like, it was flat there also. So, like, that's why I was surprised to see actual rolling hills. Which the rolling hills were around-ish, like, I want to say around what, it wasn't at Wesley Chapel, but it was nearish to there. Like, into, like, rural countryside, like, in that general area. I'd never seen such a thing before in Florida. Yeah, that's at least, like, an actual, like, worthwhile job, Genfu, you know, staffing a shelter, unlike the insurance industry where it's like, oh, you're, whatever it was called, like, during COVID, during the COVID lockdown, when, like, it was a special type of employees that was allowed to, like, go places and still do shit. And it's like, yeah, you know, it's like, yeah, sure. I'm a mandatory employee, or whatever the fuck it was called. I mean, I've taken a friend to Busch Gardens in Tampa on New Year's Day when it was like 80-something degrees. Everyone was wearing shorts. And they were not from this area, so they were just like, it was just kind of amazing to them, you know. Essential workers, that's the word, yeah. I can't remember what it was because I don't feel like it should apply to me. Like, I mean, I guess, like, I mostly worked in NFIP flood, so, like, that's a bit less shitty than most insurance lines. But insurance is still kind of just a bullshit scam. Especially life insurance. I worked in life insurance. Life insurance is just bullshit. The bullshit scam. The bullshit scams that preys on the fact, you know, tries to get more money out of you than you would actually spend if you just saved it up, and then tries not to pay you anyway. Everyone's so fucking angry whenever they call for a claim for life insurance too. Well, no, so usually by the time a claim comes in for life insurance, like, it's one of two things. They're either at the, like, stage of grief where they're just angry, or they've been dealing with a bunch of bullshit from, like, other family members and, like, the, funeral homes and stuff, and they're just pissed off in general. So, like, most people who call in about life insurance are just pissed off at you for existing, basically. While with, like, flood insurance, it's, you know, usually after a catastrophe just happened and everyone's just really sad. Because I've taken claims for flood insurance, too. I took plenty of those after hurricanes. No, nope, not looking good for the music, mate. And, like, it's just heartbreaking. Ow. Oh god, I'm getting squinched. It's just heartbreaking when someone's, like, lost their house to, you know, a natural disaster. Not fun. Not fun for anyone involved. As a rave generates a goner. Sorry, mate. The only reason I, like, consider NFIP insurance to be less of a, like, scam than any other type of insurance is just because, like, since it's government-backed, like, you basically are guaranteed to get your payment. Like, the government's the one paying you, not, like, a specific company. So the companies have no reason to try and weasel their way into not paying your claim, because it's not their money. They get paid by the government for servicing the claim. So they're most likely, and, you know, unless it's actually you're just trying to fraudulently file a claim, like, you're not really going to have to fight for it, most likely. Because they have no incentive to try and keep the money away from you. Can I stop this thing? God, stop shoving me around, asshole. Clunk. Ferris wheels are weird. Have I ever been on a Ferris wheel? I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I have. I've been on plenty of carnival rides. Like, I've been on that, like, fucking boat that makes all the air rush to your head and feels terrible. All the blood rush to your head and feels terrible. But I don't know if I've ever been on a Ferris wheel. Remember I was on some kind of ride when I was a kid. My parents always tell me about it. That, like, I was clearly too small to ride it. And if one of them had not been in the car with me, like in the same ride car with me, I would have literally just floated away and, like, flown off of the ride. All the hair rushing to me head. So yeah, don't take your small children to carnivals because they don't trust them to make sure that kids are big enough to be on the ride. Don't do it. Oh, this is gonna be a huge pain in the ass to clean. Oh god. Oh, this sucks. It's gonna be the rest of the stream, probably. Like, I'm only halfway done. I'm missing that bathroom. That bathroom was easy peasy. With the urine spreaders. Smile and chat if you're a urine spreader. Oh yes, this is a lot. Lights. I have to have this thing move. I can if I can get the bomb as a pod, probably. Texas State Fairground. Oh, okay, it just stops like that. I guess that worked. Wait, pod frame. 2 pod frames, got it. Texas State Fairgrounds. That sounds fancy. Tell me about the Texas State Fairgrounds. This pod's making me hungry. Time to eat a Thai pod, don't do that. What, post-cleaned? I thought I cleaned them all already. Okay. Wow, my eyes, my eyes! I don't know why this is making me hungry. A, because we're talking about like fairgrounds, and fairgrounds have like food. The associations. The crunch. The associations of the crunch. Yeah, they're high in calorie. Same with like theme park food. That's why theme park food is usually like really good, but also like really sickening if you have too much of it, because it's like extremely high in calories. Pod frame, please. Be clean. Yeah. Fatness acronym, flavor and taste, yes. Oh, it does not like me, like, sticking up that much. Okay. My main concern is cleaning these fucking, like, spokes and puddles, these beams. They're gonna be terrible to clean. Beam! What was it where someone kept going, BAM! And I kept imitating it like that? Oh, I think that was Jack and Daxter comes in, probably. I need to get to Jack and Zuri and Daxter, I guess. At some points. It's probably next on my list after Zoe stuff. I did that poll a while back, I promised it. You gotta deliver. I want to do a proper playthrough of Oblivion someday too. I've had Oblivion since it came out, but like, I kind of just dicked around with it, but I never like beaten it. I mean, I guess it is a very much just a dicking around kind of game, but I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about the Argonians in the remaster. I don't like them very much. Like, I think I haven't played like the stuff before Morrowind. But probably like Morrowind Argonians are my favorite, followed by Skyrim, I would say. Caldera City Transportation Network offers exciting pressure washer cleans at its emerging infrastructural subway facilities. What makes them emerging? Ferris wheel may have surpassed my Helter Skelter as the tallest ride at Wengerloof Carnival, but can it cycle through 12 customers a minute? Probably not. Theoretically, yes, I suppose it could. It would have to go pretty fast. That'd be like a terrible Ferris wheel ride, just over in like a minute. I was busy hydrating. Let's move the thing a little bit, I guess. So you're clean. We want this next. Probably get him one. Imagine if this game had a day-night cycle, and it was, like, fast. Just spending days cleaning this shit. It's already got, like, an evening glow going on right now, which is kind of making it a little bit harder. Need a flashlight on this power washer. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is safe. What happened? Oh, I was walking around on one of the beams. Spraying it with water while walking around on it, and I slipped, and I fell, and I cracked my ass. I tell you what, it hurt so much. Ah, what am I saying? Every time I see a Ferris wheel, like, in media, it's always, like, those super enclosed ones with, like, a glass door and shit. Every time, like, I see one, like, driving by somewhere, it's always one of these shitty things. Be clean. Demand you be clean, Zing. Guess that's why it gave me the super tall scaffolding for this job. Ah. What? What do you mean I cleaned the post? It wasn't clean? Ah! That's the second time that's happened on this corner specifically. Pod. There we go. Pod Howard. Remember when they announced Elder Scrolls 6 like 10 years ago? I feel like a lot of games have done that lately, where they announce a game like 20 years before they plan to have it come out. Like, Duke Nukem Forever is becoming the norm, not the oddity. Well, yeah, because, like, you announce something, everyone's gonna, like, start hyping about it, and then when it doesn't come out, it's just going, you know, like... It's not even just the average gamer, it's just, you know, how media works in general, like, it's any product. If you announce something that far out, like, it's just going to be forgotten. Or it'll become a joke. Like, if you went and announced, like, a new fucking Dyson vacuum cleaner and it didn't come out for 20 years, everyone would be like, what the fuck is that about? You know? It's like, it's not unique to video games, I feel like. Kind of... Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying, like, I know they were doing, like, Starfield and shit first, but it's just, like, you know, maybe don't mention it. Don't do as a big reveal trailer for something that no one's going to see in, like, the times that it takes for, like, engines to go through 20 iterations. Because it's not going to look at all like what they revealed back then. Like, everything's different now. Hey Kokoriku, how you doing? What was they call the new... I mean, I guess it really depends on where it's going to be set. Because besides Oblivion, which was set based on an event, like all of them have been like provinces. Well, I guess Arena wasn't a province, but like the rest have been provinces. Morrowind, Daggerfall, Skyrim. Elder Scrolls 6 New Jersey. Give us an Elder Scrolls in fucking Black Marsh. Oh, is... Okay, so I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, clearly. I did mention I haven't played any of the ones before Morrowind. I didn't realize that Daggerfall wasn't the name of the province. I thought it was. Shows what I know. Oh, it could be a province? Okay. I thought you were saying that it, like, wasn't actually a province. It's a city in ESO. Oh, okay. Hey, Larnoodle, how you doing? Oh, you're not. Now you are. Well. There's a Redguard one also. Which, yeah, that would just be like Hammerfell, right? That's where's Redguard from? I didn't realize there were... Huh. Which number is Redguard? Is that like 2? Or is that like a side game? Oh, okay. Curved swords. Oh, really? Okay. I kind of forgot Elder Scrolls even had, like, a timeline, because it kind of just seems like stuff happens. I guess the implication of Skyrim is supposed to be after Morrowind, because you go back to Morrowind's at DLC I never bothered playing, because I was just burnt out on Skyrim by then. Also, I don't particularly have a strong connection to Morrowind. I played it. I didn't like it that much, but I sure played it. I was not used to the D&D style games back then. Like, I'd played turn-based games like Ultima where you sometimes missed, but it wasn't like it wasn't like you would sit there and physically swing at someone and it looked like you were kicking their ass and it was like, now you're missing, buddy. You know? Like, that was kind of hard to swallow when I was a kid. I'll go back to playing Fallout. Oh wow, okay. Hyperseptum's still alive. No, I meant Fallout 1. I'm talking about, like, when Morrowind would have come out. Yeah, but it's presented in a... So the disconnect for me was between Morrowind and, like, Fallout. And yeah, Fallout has its own system, but like in Fallout, you're a character that's down on the ground, like you're not like you're a character on a board, and you tell it to shoot someone, and it'll probably hit. It might not hit, but it'll probably hit. And you get a certain number of moves, and then your turn's over, and you wait for everyone else to do their shit. In Morrowind, you walk up to a dude in first person, you swing your sword across their face, and you don't hit them. And you do that a bunch of times. And like 1 in 20 hits actually hit. And you're like, what the fuck is happening? Like, that's the difference to me. Especially when I was a kid. Like, that was the big difference to me. You know, you're in first person in a game that seems like it would be, you know, like a first person shooter. When I aim and shoot at someone in Dooms, they get hit, you know? So it's just like, I might like Morrowind more now, but like when I was a kid, like it just wasn't for me. I think part of it is the... Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, part of it is, like, the presentation of, like, your point of view. So, like, when it looks like you're playing a character that's on a board, like the original Fallout or Fallout 2, you know, it's an isometric view, you have, like, a grid you're moving on. You give commands in a turn-based system. You know, you have your turns and everyone else has their turn. Versus a first-person perspective where it is more reminiscent of like Doom or Quake. And so I expect that when I hit someone, they get hit. Like, in my head, like, that's just what I'm expecting out of it. Because I didn't play, like, Ultima Underworld, or, like, you know, it's a prior Elder Scrolls or anything like that, so I wasn't familiar with that kind of... Even though that, like, I didn't play Wizardry. I had played Warriors of the Eternal Sun because I had that on the Genesis, but, like... That one's still kind of split between the, like, isometric thing and also the first-person dungeon crawling. It wasn't just, like, one or the other. So... That one kind of had a different place in my head, too. So I played Grimrock, because Grimrock's like a wizardry. If I remember right. I remember playing Ziffer's Grimrock. It was fine, but also that came out much later in my life. You know, we're talking about when Morrowind would have come out, I would have been like middle school, I think? I want to say. Like, I remember it was like when I was, maybe even younger, because it was advertised on Toonami, like, around the era of, like, DBZ and shit. So, like, what year did Morrowind come out? But like I said, you know, I never played Wizardry when I was a kid. Like, nowadays, I've played through, like, you know, I played some Wizardry, I played, like, Eye of the Beholder and shit, stuff like that, so... 2002? So, 2002... Really? 2002? Huh. So I would have been 14? Wait, May of 2002. I would have been 13, almost 14. A particularly unreceptive time for just things that were different. For me, at least. Yeah, the only reason I played Oblivion is because a friend gave it to, like, a high school friend gave it to me for, like, just gave it to me, and I was like, okay, I'll check this out. Otherwise, I would not have touched Oblivion. It's funny, because I was, that actually reminds me, because I was watching I don't remember who I was watching, it was a video talking about something. I think it might have been a Madular. And they mentioned Earth 2150 and how, like, no one fucking played that, and I was like, man, more people at my high school played Earth 2150s than played StarCraft, because that's what we were passing around. You know? Like, you play what you have, since that's what we had. Well, the main problem was PC games also, is like so many of them had the copy protection crap tied to like progress at some point, especially Sierra games were particularly egregious about this. Like, there was always a puzzle in like fucking King's Quest that, like, if you didn't have your manual, you just didn't have a way to do it. I remember, plus Sierra games were just kind of bullshit. I'm like sad I didn't have Monkey Island as a kid. I didn't play Monkey Island for the first time until probably would have been like 2012, 2011 or 2012 when I first played Monkey Island. Instead I had King's Quest 4 and 5, and boy howdy. You want a game that hates you. There it is. Oh, I don't know if you're able to hear me, Midas, but the cat has anguish because it's feeding time. And you are the evening feeder. A poisonous snake. Was that 5? Which one was the ones that had, that you didn't play as Graham? Where you played as, the Prince instead? Because that's the first one I played, and then I went back and played the one with Cedric and Graham. Oh, is that many of them? Okay, well, I'm thinking of 6 specifically, when he's on the asshole island. Dude, I never beat 5. I never beat 5. Because I didn't have a guide for it. I mean, you know. So I was flying blind, and like, why would I fucking know you need a pie for that? I think I used the pie to like do something else all the time, like save some rat or something. Or maybe I would just eat it, I don't know. Cracky view is a volcano from the top of the wheel, ain't it? How many second intensifies, yeah. But yeah, I played 6 was my first King's Quest. Especially when it's smoking like it is right now. What fucking volcano? Like, I'm gonna have to go on top of this wheel and see. Oh. Oh, there it is. It is real. I've been like hooting and hollering about this volcano for so long because I could never see it. Yeah, there's sure is just a volcano over there. What the fuck? There's a lost town over here. Yeah, I never managed to beat 5. I got pretty far in 6. I don't think I beat it either, though. Especially because it felt like doing the same actions caused different results in 6 a lot, which was confusing. I think that was true of 5 also, though. Like, sometimes when you entered a map, it would just kill you. And other times it wouldn't. You had no way to tell what was going to happen. You just had to save scum through it all. Well, I did get to the mountain in 5, but I never got anywhere on the mountain. Too bad. 6, I remember getting to the point where I had to have the anti-cheat on from the manual, because you had to like climb like a mountain with like magical symbols, and the symbols are contained within your manual. Hot dogs. And which one, 6? Oh, and 5. I don't remember if 5 had any requirements for a manual or not, but 6 did. 6 had like a magic mountain you had to put like runes into, but the runes were contained in your booklet. Oh, you're talking about RAM events, sorry. Well, I know like in 5, like there's that spot where like that rat's getting chased by the cat or whatever, and you have to save it. And that just kind of happens randomly. Maybe it happens when you have like a correct item on you, but to me it felt like it was random. And also, like, sometimes you would just have, like, a scorpion sting you, and sometimes you wouldn't in the desert. And it didn't seem like that was consistent to the same locations. Maybe it was. Yeah. Hey, Dio, how you doing? You were doing art? Arty bats. Yeah, I did get through the desert. I remember eventually figuring it out, but it was like... It took a long time for me to figure that out. I had to just kind of... eventually figured it out, and I think I had it memorized at one point which way was the right way to go. Hey Ribbon, how you doing? You like the music I'm playing? It's just the usual. It's a bunch of Genesis music that I just play when I don't have anything better to play. But it's a pretty good playlist. I can send it to you if you want, Kokoriku. I use it in VR, as a VR meetup sometimes too. Ah, life-giving water. Nectar of the gods. I remember too, like, there was that part where you had to, like, hide behind a little rock or a cactus or something. I don't remember what it was you had to hide behind. We had to hide behind something when those dudes, like, go into that shrine in the desert. And the spot you had to hide in was so fucking finicky. It's just, like, half the time I would just get caught. I'm aware of change, but I never played it. Okay. Now it's time to start attacking it from outside. Oh, it didn't be played through it on stream? Is it like stream safe? I didn't even realize. I assumed it wasn't. Oh, there's a change special, okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, that I don't have a problem with. I mean, I put inflation on my stream all the time, like, I'm no stranger to that kind of thing. I just didn't realize it was like actually, I thought it was like actually a porno game. Precisely snipes this dirt up here. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with games that give, like, some creatures to funny feels, even if they're not explicit, because, I mean, like, the Straits gets that shit from 3 games all the time, why can't we? But, you know, they get their fan service, as you call it. They get their fan service, I get my Dragon Belly quest. Midas actually feeds the cat. Says he sells a message, so I'm hoping he did. The cat still has anguish, but I think that's just also as the cat's permanent state is having anguish. I wasn't ever willing to actually have, like, the closest thing I had, I guess would have been my Rejax blind for, like, inflation emotes, like, that were explicitly, like, and even that you have to, like, know, if you know it's a belly, but otherwise, like, you don't know. Because, like, I don't trust Twitch as a platform to have emotes like that on it. Especially because they're just, like, really inconsistent about what they get angry about. Everything else is just, like, implied, like the Rejax pump and stuff. Enter shaft. I think I still have the, yeah, I still have these here and stuff. But, like, again, these are just, like, you kind of have to, like, it's kind of a, I mean, that one's a little bit more obvious, but, like, it's still a case of if you know, you know. Like, if you don't know, it's just like, oh yeah, it's just drinking from a straw or something, I don't know. Doesn't violate the rules because it's still just a head. Like, because their rules specifically are, they, your emotes are only supposed to have, like, a head. They're not supposed to have text. They're not supposed to have, like, bodies in them. So, like, technically that emote follows the rules just fine. My can't see emote has text. My hi emote has text too, though. Like, kind of, you know, they can get over themselves on that, but... Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they count arms. Because, like, I don't know. Yeah, see, that is definitely, like... I feel like that's definitely against TOS, that emote. Like... I feel like if anyone, like... I feel like if Twitch, like, looked at it, they would, like, delete the emote, but that would require someone to be a cop. And if no one's a cop, then everything's fine. Petting Bezos was your comfy ass. But yeah, like, I wasn't willing to put myself at risk by having, like, explicitly, like, obviously inflation emotes, even when I was using the wolf VTubers that inflated. Hey, Mind Boom. Jeez. Yeah, like, I don't know, like... Those, like, those are all, like I said, those are all against TOS, technically, but that would require someone to be a cop. If they don't know, then they can't, they won't do anything about it. So just don't let them know. Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like it's really just it's like a luck thing to some extent, but also like if anyone's an asshole about it. And then like if you get your emote like removed by Twitch, you just put it on FFZ or something instead anyway. I mean, those are exactly the same as what I just mentioned, like, that I've had forever. Like, that's no different from like, my shit. So... yeah, technically, like, if it shows the whole body, that's against their rules, technically. Like, if you look at that page that they have for, like, emote rules and, like, what sizes they're supposed to be and all that shit, like, it's very specific. Yeah, I'll send you this playlist after stream, Kokoriku. You seem to enjoy it. Yeah, the emote rules are, like, very, like, stupid, honestly. And I, especially when I was earlier in my career, like, I was very worried about getting in trouble. And by early, I mean, like, you know, 10 years into my career of streaming, since I've been streaming since, 2010, I think we determined it was. I mean, the text thing is just, like, a readability thing, which, like, but also it's just, like, let me just have my fucking hello emote. Like, fuck off. I think I have my stream anniversary written down, my actual stream anniversary, and it is... it's in July. Where is it? July 15th, 2010 is when my first stream ever was. Oh, there's like... I don't think there's a single creature from back then that follows me still. Because I made some mistake of going to... well, first of all, the original streams were on livestream.com. Like, it was Justin TV hadn't taken off really yet, and Twitch didn't even exist. And then I switched to Twitch for a few years. Then I switched to Hitbox, which was my big mistake. Because when I came back from Hitbox, I had to start over. Because, like, everyone who used to watch me before I switched to Hitbox and didn't follow me to Hitbox did not come back when I did. So, that was fun. Hitbox worked out for a few, but not for me. Be clean. Stop being dirty. Now let's get our... did I ever finish cleaning this side? Looks like. Okay. Oh, no, not this A-frame support. There we go. Take. Burn points, but nicely. What, can I not put it down over here? Why? I need it over here. It's just being weird. Prefer it to be Moses way. Max 2, yeah, that's also a very silly requirement, but I guess because everyone fucking loves their kappas for a while there. It used to be banned from my channel. I think I unbanned it because we were playing games that actually had kappas in it, and like I wanted people to be able to talk about it, so I never rebanned it because no one fucking uses that emote anymore. But I remember back in the day when like someone would come in every once in a while and get like really pissy that they couldn't use that emote and then leave, and it's just like, okay, bye. I didn't realize what tunnel was going on. The tunnel. The tunnel. No, it fades. No! Ah! A lot of people made kappa emotes. Like that's why they puts that limit, because like everyone fucking had a million of them for some reason. No, well, I mean, people are petty. I mean, I'm fucking petty. Like I've left streams for like I've left streams for like years and just refused to watch someone over like the stupidest bullshit, you know? Like I'm not immune to that. Oh, we're at 99%? Damn. We're almost there. We're almost there. Become clean. Become cleanlets. Become cleanlet. Become cleanlet. Can you handle it? Cleanlet. Okay, it managed cleanlet, but can it handle Yinglet? Yinglet. Yeah? Sure. A frame support. Are you still dirty? Oh my gosh, such anguish. Damn. There we go. Alright. We'll run up. Can I even see that from this angle? Yes. Okay. The center bearing does not seem to want to clean. It's... Oh, you know what? I probably need to get it spinning. There's probably like a section of it that's just massively dirty behind the face there. Slowly being revealed. Come on. There we go. Do the same on the side. Ah! Ah! Oh no, that one's clean. What's left then? Center shaft. Huh? Center shaft. What is a center shaft? Oh, ew. Wait, really? The sworn eye cleans that off. It's spinning? I don't know if it is. What's wrong with the center shaft? It looks fine. Ow. Oop. I'm gonna jump on it. We're gonna do it. This is the safest way to travel. What is wrong with you? No! My momentum! If you let go of shift mid-air, you just drop like a rock. Okay. Front spokes. Oh, the rear spokes. Yeah. Another one. Okay. Star support poles, that's... Yeah. This is very safe. This is as safe as it gets. Front outer beam. Also looking for star support pole for dirty stuff. Front outer beam is only on this side. There it is. Wow. Where are you upset? Meow. Anywhere dirty on this thing? Oh, there it is. Oh. Damn. Sounds of beams. The beam is back. Or is this a different one? Might be a different one. Okay, there's 2 star support poles that are dirty now. Yeah. That's one. Yay, we did it! Wowie! It was not... Okay. Did I leave it spinning that long? I don't think I did. Ferris wheel is roasting. You're a legend. Just in the nick of time, too. Was the rave generator blown? We've had to stick with the original ones. Classic vibe of the artwork really fits with the slower pace. Techno Ferris wheel was probably a terrible idea anyway, so I'm turning my attention to Cracker's Keys, the world's first techno caterpillar roller coaster. Uh-huh. Alright, well, next time we can look forward to cleaning... Baby, don't interrupt me, I'm talking. Next time we can look forward to cleaning the subway platform. Wow. But yeah. Thanks for coming, everyone. I hope y'all had a good time. Let me send Kokoriku this thing before I forget. If you're new here, please, of course, drop a follow. Tomorrow, I'll probably be back with more New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Hopefully, I have a better time with it. I find its hitbox kind of weird, but we'll see. But yeah, I've got my smattering of links, of course. I've got my Discord. You can check out my socials. You can read out of placers. A couple of the creatures in chat have been reading out of placers. Highly recommend it. Of course, there's the Critter Time forums. You want to escape the social medias. But yeah, thanks for coming, everyone. Thank you so much to Jinpoo and Dio for the raids. Hope everyone checks them out too. Gives them also a follow. And I'll see you next time.